The woman being suspended 7 feet up in the air by a shop shutter, the Red Bull F1 team in absolute turmoil, and Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson being confirmed. There is so much going on right now on social media. It is an absolute storm. So we're going to get straight into it. First thing that we're going to be talking about is how Christian Horner and Max Verstappen and his family seem to be coming to blows, which could end with their Red Bull F1 team completely capitulating. So, unless you've been living under a rock for the past few days, you'll know that Christian Horner and Max Verstappen's father have been at blows because Christian Horner has supposedly been sending explicit images to Max Verstappen, Jos Verstappen's girlfriend, even though he is happily married with kids, or supposedly happily married with kids, and obviously the person he's sending it to is his best driver's father's girlfriend. That is bonkers. So, that's kind of the gist of it. But today, at the time of recording, Max Verstappen has come out to speak about the incident and to back his father. So he goes on to state, he's defended his father as he launched an acrimonious attack on the world champion's Red Bull team principal, Christian Horner. Verstappen insisted his father was not a liar, apparently agreeing with him, and after he claimed that Horner's position with the team was now untenable. So Jos Verstappen has come out to say that he should step down. Christian Horner needs to step down from the Red Bull team before things get really, really messy. In Bahrain last week, at the Formula 1 season opening Grand Prix, Verstappen's father stated Horner continued presence in the team could lead it to explode. Verstappen, speaking with the lead up in the Saudi Arabian GP this weekend, was asked if his father regretted his comments, which appeared to have exposed a schism at the heart of the team. In reply, the 26-year-old driver chose to support his father. He went on to state, I've not asked him that, but my dad, from what I know of him in go-karting, is very outspoken and he is not a liar, that's for sure," Verstappen said. "My dad and I are very close. We call every day." So really, when it comes down to, he's chosen his allegiance there, really. That's what he's saying. If it came down to Christian Horner and Team Red Bull or his father, he's going to be choosing his father, which is completely fair. And this situation is made even more insane when you learn that Max Verstappen's contract with Red Bull has a clause in it which means that he can walk at any given time, serving absolutely no notice. So he could state to Red Bull in an interview, today, I'm leaving Red Bull and I'm going to sign somewhere else, and that's him relinquished of Red Bull. He will then not be part of the Red Bull team and he will be free to sign with absolutely anyone else. This is insanity. Only an hour after this interview came out, there was another one from BBC Sports that said, Red Bull suspend woman who accused Christian Horner of inappropriate behaviour. Now this is a very different person to Jos Verstappen's girlfriend. This is another worker in the Red Bull team who apparently has accused Christian Horner of inappropriate behaviour. We don't know what that inappropriate behaviour is, but based off of what's gone on with Jos Verstappen's girlfriend, we can assume. So, the woman who accused team principal Christian Horner of inappropriate and controlling behaviour has been suspended by Red Bull. Horner denies the allegations, and Red Bull's board dismissed the complaint after internal investigation. Quote, "The company cannot comment on this internal matter," a Red Bull spokesperson said on Thursday. BBC Sport has learnt that the reason given by Red Bull to the employee was that she had been dishonest. The allegations first came into the public domain early last month. Red Bull's board made its decision to dismiss the matter last week after reading a report compiled by what the company have called an independent KC over several weeks. The company have given no explanation for the decision, nor have they revealed what the report contained or the lawyer's name, which is very suspicious if you ask me. But she then went into work on Monday and she was told that she had been suspended which is absolutely insane. She turns up for work expecting there to be, you know, a usual day in the office, but she turns up, gets turned away, and then told that's it, she's been suspended forever. So yeah, it's adding fuel to this fire, and it's, you know, Red Bull aren't really helping themselves by you know, making these allegations. You know, they're not really hiding these allegations. There's supposed independent investigations done, but they refused to give the names of people. They didn't give any backing to their claims. It was just that she was dishonest. Christian Horner was telling the truth, so there we go, job done. But it's adding real tension to the Red Bull team. But what do you make of this? Do you think Christian Horner should stand down? Do you think Max Verstappen will leave Red Bull maybe at the end of the season? Let me know your thoughts and opinions on that down in the comments below if you're an F1 fan. On to the next thing. This is mind-boggling. A grandmother was left dangling 7 feet upside down after she gets stuck in a shop's shutters. This happened on Tuesday the 5th of March. Anna Hughes, who was 71 years old, has been dubbed Super Anne by people in her home village after CCTV footage of this incident was released. And this is the footage that they saw. Absolutely insane scenes. So Anna Hughes, like I said, 71, left dangling by a shop shutter as it went up. Fortunately, the shop assistant was on hand to come out and kind of save the day. He lowered the shutter, got Anne down safely. She apparently was not harmed within this incident, which is absolutely amazing. But she did go on to state in an interview, it's just lucky I've got a good sense of humour. Apparently she's taken it very, very lightheartedly. So speaking at her home on the Best One shop in Tonteg near Pontypridd, Miss Hughes said that she thought that at the time was flipping heck. How British is that? You can't get any more British than that response. The woman's been suspended 7 feet up in the air. She's dangling upside down with no hope of getting down, and all she can think is flipping heck. Wow, what an absolute hero. Now, what do you make of that? That's a bit more of a light-hearted one for this video, but huge news has just come out in the boxing world. If you follow YouTube boxing or boxing in general, you probably would have heard of this by now, but Jake Paul has just announced at the time of recording that he will be fighting Mike Tyson, of all people, in an absolutely huge fight on Saturday, the 20th of July, live on Netflix at the Stadium Arlington in Texas, which is one of the biggest NFL stadiums in the country. It's going to be broadcast live on Netflix, which I think this might actually be a first for boxing, and it's going to be an absolutely huge fight. In Jake Paul's tweets to promote the fight, he went on to state, promotion. If I'm being honest, it don't need that. The biggest fight of the 21st century in the biggest NFL stadium in the US, broadcast live on the biggest streaming platform in the world. That's the MVP way. Whether you're tuning in on Netflix, showing out in person, whether you're Team Paul or Team Tyson, or whether you're a lifelong boxing fan or watching your first fight, you're not going to want to miss this event. I could not be more excited to make this amazing fight available to all Netflix subscribers alongside the hardest hitter of all time, Mike Tyson. On Saturday, July 20th, my sights are set on becoming a world champion, and now I have the chance to prove myself against the greatest heavyweight champion of all time, the baddest man on the planet, and the most dangerous boxer of all time. Time to put Iron Mike to sleep. That is a big statement from Jake Paul there, and it has surged online, with there even being a promotional trailer to promote this fight. Take a little look at this. This was put on the Netflix Twitter page, by the way. Talk about hype. This fight is so hyped up within the first hour that I don't think people are going to stop talking about this. I don't think they're going to stop. He also went on to state this event is not pay-per-view, which is probably one of the first for boxing. It will be free to all 260 million Netflix subscribers, 500 million plus homes live. Now, I don't know what I know. Netflix have just introduced this new tier system with their subscriptions, so I'm not sure if you've got a base package, whether it will include this fight or whether it's going to be to specific paid subscribers of Netflix. But hopefully more details on that will come out very, very soon. But this could be absolutely insane. Now, not everyone was particularly happy about this fight announcement. KSI, a man who has been a long-time rival of Jake Paul, you know, they've been at each other's throats for the past 5-6 years, ever since this boxing game kind of began. And it's probably one of the most anticipated fights in YouTube boxing history, at least, Jake Paul versus KSI. They were both undefeated, at least until they fought Tommy Fury a few months ago. KSI taking his first loss, and Jake Paul taking his first loss to an undefeated Tommy Fury. But yeah, this could be absolutely bonkers. But KSI went on to say, 50 plus years old, no one wanted this, so sad to see, man. And the reception to KSI's tweet was mixed, to say the least. People stating that Mike Tyson was a harder fight than any of his opponents that he's beaten. And then someone even going on to state, you'd fight Mike Tyson live on Netflix if you could, let's be real. So, mixed emotions to this fight. Of course, KSI was never going to outwardly state that he was impressed by this because, well, that would completely undo the hype for this fight. Completely undo it. And, you know, it would undo the bitter rivalry that these two have got against each other. But what do you make of this? Is this going to be one of the biggest fights in boxing history, or do you think this is just another one of those cash grab fights? Big names going up against each other. I mean, I'm surprised Mike Tyson even agreed to this, considering he's over 50 years old now. So this would probably go down as an exhibition fight, I should imagine, against Jake Paul. I don't think he's going to put his title on the line when he's 50-year-old against in his 20s, probably in his prime, Jake Paul. But what do you make of this? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. Let me know your thoughts on everything that we've covered in today's video. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions. And while you're down there, be sure to jump to get the hell out of that like button, subscribe if you're new, and tickle my little bell so you get notified whenever we upload. And until next time, I hope that you guys have enjoyed it. Cannot wait to see you in the next one, and I'll catch you later. Peace.